Boom! Live and direct. Yeah, I think it's really that. It's really, I think we have a conscience, but if we don't activate it, if we don't activate our mind, if we don't catch a drift, if we don't, we're gonna remain dead with life. That's what's gonna happen with us. Some are really, really fucking dead, and some are dead on surface, some are dead deep within, some are completely dead gone. But, you know, we shouldn't die before we end up in the ground. That's what's happening. And you don't realize these stuff. You don't realize that it's because you're so brainwashed. You're so brainwashed thinking that your world is real, and you hold on to so much nonsense, to so much distraction, to so much views of others, and that you lose yourself. You know, we all need to find back who we are. Find back who we are. Stop listening to the voice of lies. Listen to the voice of truth and speak it. You know, I think it's not. Anyway, if I keep going like this, it's because I feel there's a change possible. I feel like something is possible, but it's because I know also. Look, the moment you become the change, you change your vibration. You enter a whole new paradigm. A whole new paradigm. I'm not in the same paradigm as other people that I meet regularly. It's a whole different. Just first of all, like I say, there's the world and there's the earth. The earth for me is the new paradigm. It's a new earth. We're becoming more conscious, asking more questions, recognizing our evil ways, wanting to change. So just that is very, very positive. We're entering a positive revolution. A very positive revolution. And it's going to be powered by love and compassion. That's what it is. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. As long as the sun shines. As long as the sun shines, we're going to let ourselves be guided by love. When the sun stops shining, maybe then you can see darkness a bit all around. But until then, I'm going to keep my eyes on the light, not being distracted, because that's the whole game. That's the old name of the game, is called distraction. And that's what we all fall for. We all fall for the distraction because it's appealing. It's keeping us away from working on ourselves, discovering who we are, making effort, so we're passively numb to reality, and we don't want to move out of this. Unless something comes and shake you, or by willful way you're going to remain ignorant and you're going to remain asleep, living dead. I don't have any other words. That's what it is. And it's to realize it also. It's not just to say, he's cuckoo, because anybody that relates to what I say, is going to make sense of all the stuff I say here. Like I say often, it's not rocket science. I leave that to the Babylonian people. We need to go back to the roots. No, I don't want my life to be as a circus, for sure. Our life should not be as a circus, but that's why our life is a circus. That's why there is circus around. That's why there is magician, illusion. The whole thing is fantasy. The whole thing is fantasy, and we have fallen in love with the fantasy. It's really that. It's falling in love. Anyway, great chat this morning on the Truman Show. Great chat. Getting stronger every day. Stronger and stronger. That's the name of the game. Gotta get strong. There's many names to the game. There's many names to the game, many definitions. And there's gotta be, because you gotta see it your way. You gotta find your way. So you're gonna have your own definitions. That's what you gotta do. Define your own reality. Don't let other people define you. You know, actualize yourself, define yourself. Create something that's gonna inspire you, that's gonna make you feel alive, that's gonna make others inspired also. Not just you, but you're gonna inspire others. If you inspire yourself, you can inspire others. Others that have a heart and comes from the heart. And like I said, if you intellectualize everything and you are lost in your mind, the expression losing our mind, not so far from reality. There's many things that are very, very close to reality, very close to the truth, but we don't want to see it. Because the real deep truth, it means that you're gonna have to change stuff. That's a big glass, and that's my water. That's my water because I carry that thermos because at least it stays cold in there, and we have a lot. So distilled water for sure. It's a must. We must keep the engine clean, running with good oil, good lubricant. I think it's yeah, that's it. It's just go back to our roots, stop the nonsense, and go back to our roots. We don't want our life to end up in a circus, or like a circus. We don't want to sell our soul or let our soul be captured. Like I said this morning, the preachers, the pre-reachers, the P-reachers, the people reachers, the preachers have left the churches. They're now on YouTube, online. They're online now. They're online, the preachers, on Facebook, on YouTube, just to confuse people even more. To promote their madness, it's very, very important that the base programming does not get erased, which is their globe madness. It's very, very important that this programming stay in place, that we stay hooked to it, that we feed on it, that we feed it, that we entertain it, that we propagate it. It's very, very important, and that's exactly what we're doing, because we don't want to see the truth. We don't want to see that we've been fooled all our life. We don't want our ego is probably too big to realize that you've been a dumb or a fool all your life. You've been treated like you've been acting pretty much dumb, because that's what they do. They dumb us down with nonsense. So it's up to us. Our education starts with yourself. It starts with you. You must educate yourself. Work on yourself and make something, bring something of value. Not just wait for other people to do it for you. If not, you're always gonna stay on the same vibration. Always gonna remain living dead, and that's gonna be your whole life. But that's not the life I think we should look up to. Better vibration and more. A better vibe. In the end, it's just a better vibe. And I think we can do it. We can all make it. We can all make it. It's a matter of will. Do you want it? Do you want it to change, or for you don't care and you leave that to other people? Like, you know, we should all care. We should all be caring, the Earth Guardians for this place. But it's not what's happening. People don't care. So start caring.